Could is the past tense form of can and is used to talk about past abilities, permissions, requests, and other polite forms of communication in the present or future. Could is a modal verb in English and has several uses. Past ability. Examples: when I was younger, I could run faster. She could speak 3 languages fluently. Past permission. Examples: they asked if they could leave early. Past requests. Examples: could you pass me the salt, please? Could you help me with this problem? Polite offers. Examples: could I help you with your bags? Could I get you something to drink? Polite suggestions. Examples: you could try the new restaurant down the street. They could visit the museum during their trip. Expressing possibility. Examples: it could rain later in the day. He could be at home right now. Expressing uncertainty. Examples: I could be wrong, but I think she said that. They could arrive anytime soon. Conditionals. Second conditional. Examples: if I had more time, I could finish the project. If they were here, they could help us. Speculative questions. Examples: could that be John at the door? Could it be true that she won the lottery? Polite decline. Examples: thank you for the invitation, but I could not attend the event. I appreciate your offer, but I could not take on any more work. More sentences. When I was younger, I could climb trees easily. She could play the piano beautifully when she was a child. Could I borrow your pen for a moment? Could you please pass me the salt? They asked if they could leave early today. Could you help me carry these bags? I could swim across the pool when I was 7 years old. He could speak French fluently in his youth. Could I use your computer for a minute? Could you open the window, please? I could solve complicated math problems in high school. They could ride bicycles without training wheels. Could you bring me a glass of water? I could run faster than my classmates. He could cook delicious meals when he lived alone. Could you turn down the volume a bit? Could I have a slice of cake? She could dance gracefully on the stage. They could finish the puzzle in less than an hour. Could you give me a hand with this heavy box? I could jump over the fence when I was a kid. He could fix the car engine without any help. Could you please close the door? Could you lend me some money until next week? I could see the stars clearly in the countryside. She could draw amazing portraits with charcoal. They could ride roller coasters without getting scared. Could you meet me at the cafe later? Could you help me find my keys? I could hear the birds singing in the morning. She could understand complex scientific theories. He could solve the puzzle faster than anyone else. Could I have a moment of your time? Could you pick up some groceries on your way home? They could remember all the lyrics to the song. I could ride a bike without using training wheels. She could paint beautiful landscapes with watercolors. Could you please take a message for me? Could you help me find my missing earring? I could make delicious pancakes from scratch. He could remember everyone's birthdays without reminders. Could you turn off the lights when you leave? I could balance on a tightrope when I was younger. She could speak multiple languages fluently. They could find their way in the dark without a flashlight. Could you grab me a towel from the bathroom? Could I have a cup of coffee, please? I could solve complex puzzles and riddles. He could write poetry with deep emotions. Could you pass me the remote control? Could you help me tie my shoelaces? She could bake delicious cookies from scratch. They could swim across the lake effortlessly. Could you show me how to use this software? I could ride a skateboard without falling. He could recite long poems from memory. Could you please turn down the music? Could I have a piece of that delicious cake? She could dance gracefully in ballet performances. They could memorize all the lines for the play. Could you fetch my jacket from the closet? I could identify various bird species by their calls. He could ride a unicycle with ease. Could you call me later to discuss the details? Could you help me with my math homework? I could do somersaults and cartwheels. She could draw intricate patterns with henna. They could complete the crossword puzzle in no time. Could you lend me your pen for a moment? Could you get me a glass of water, please? I could whistle a tune loudly. He could bake delicious pies from scratch. Could you please pick up my dry cleaning? Could I have a piece of chocolate, please? She could sew beautiful dresses from scratch. They could solve challenging Sudoku puzzles. Could you please pass me the napkins? Could you give me directions to the nearest gas station? I could ice skate gracefully on the rink. He could play the guitar skillfully. Could you bring me a blanket? I'm feeling cold. Could you lend me your phone charger? I could cook a variety of cuisines from different cultures. She could do acrobatics and flips. They could assemble furniture without reading the instructions. Could you please take a photo of us? Could you help me carry these heavy boxes upstairs? I could knit beautiful scarves and hats. He could perform magic tricks that amazed everyone. Could you please help me with my luggage? Could you please explain this concept to me? I could draw realistic portraits with charcoal. She could solve challenging logic puzzles. They could fix the broken computer in no time. Could you grab me a pen from the desk? Could you please bring me a chair to sit on? I could play chess and strategize my moves. He could remember all the country's capitals. Could you drive me to the airport tomorrow? Could you hand me that book from the shelf?